We heard from one amazing female vocalist, and now we have another one. Let's give it up for Rachel Barkin! Rachel, what are you going to sing for us tonight?
I'm going to be singing Greenfinch and Liniford.
Let's go for it. Rachel Barkin!
Greenfinch and linnet's bed, nightingale, blackbird, how is it you sing? Oh, can you jubilate, sitting in cages, never taking wing? Outside the sky waits, beckoning, just beyond the bars. How can you remain staring at the ring, bound by the stars? How is it anything? How is it you say? Greenfinch and linnet's bed, nightingale, blackbird, how is it you say? Whence comes this melody constantly flowing? Is it rejoicing or merely unknowing? Are you discussing or fussing or simply dreaming? Are you cooing? Are you screaming? Ringdove and robinet, is it for wages, singing to be sold? Have you decided it's safer in cages, singing when you're told? My cage has many rooms that were spent on nothing blessing, not even my love. Looks never when you know when the captain teach me to be more protective. Greenfinch and linnet's bed, nightingale, blackbird, teach me how to sing. If I cannot fly, let me sing.
Outstanding, amazing, incredible. We've been so gifted and blessed to have two incredible vocalists tonight. Amazing. Does anyone know what week this is here in Long Beach? It's Restaurant Week. And who better than the Vice President of the Long Beach Chamber of Commerce to talk about Restaurant Week, Mark Tannenbaum.
Well, it's springtime in Long Beach again, and we're sponsoring Restaurant Week. We have 22 restaurants this year. It starts the 13th and ends the 29th. We do Restaurant Week a little bit different than any other town. We do 2 weeks, 3 weekends. It's spread this year. It really caught like wildfire because now we have Fisherman's Catch in Point Lookout, and we have 3 restaurants in Island Park. So it's really nice and spread out. Everything is $19.99 and under. It's a wonderful opportunity to get into the restaurants that you haven't been in to find out what you're all about. We're also featuring something a little bit different this year as well. On April 25th, right in the middle of Restaurant Week, we're doing a tasting of Long Beach. And it's being sponsored by Growler Limousine, and what he's going to do is he's going to take you around to 5 restaurants: Lola's, the Atlantic at the Allegria Hotel, Fisherman's Catch, Jerry's, and Sugo. And you're going to go from hotel to hotel, in a limousine, restaurant to restaurant, in a limousine, and you're going to get a taste of 2 or 3 or 4 different appetizers that they put together for you, special for that night. That's $80 a person, including the limousine ride, taxes and gratuities and everything. So it should be fun. So it's Restaurant Week, 22 of Long Beach's Island Park and Point Lookout's best restaurants, April 13th to April 29th, 1999, and below are the menus.
All right, let's give it up for my very good friend, the one and only Bob Tannenbaum. All right, Jamie, before we get to lunch. Jamie Shaw, Barry Beach Management. I've known Jamie a long time. Grew up in Long Beach. Jamie, your first exposure to the Halftime Howie show in Long Beach. What do you think of this concept?
I love it. I think it's great. I grew up in Long Beach. My company's here in Long Beach, so it's great to see all these positive things going on in Long Beach.
Jamie, for the people out there, I think there's no better place to live than Long Beach. You grew up in Long Beach. Talk about what Barry Beach does and some of the beautiful places that you're involved with here in this great city.
Barry Beach Management, we opened about 2.5 years ago, and since then we've grown to 9 properties. We manage condos, co-ops, and homeowners associations all on Long Island. Focusing on the South Shore, we have 6 properties here in Long Beach. Many of them are the oceanfront luxury condos and co-ops along the boardwalk. And basically, we're the management company. We make them run efficiently. We assist them in trying to save money where possible. There's so many things that we have to offer, but ultimately, we try to streamline all their procedures and save them money.
And the number for Barry Beach right here in Long Beach is?
516-705-4300.
Excellent. All right, let's go to Jamie Shaw, Barry Beach Management. And I can tell you from personal experience, Jamie's been managing my property for well over 10 years, and whenever there's a problem, he jumps on it immediately. He's been fantastic. Let him manage your property here in Long Beach. You won't be disappointed. Jamie Shaw, Barry Beach. All right. One of the great organizations here in Long Beach does so many good things to so many people. Let's give it up for the legendary Bob Carroll, Larry Bedowitz, Suzanne. Let's all come up. Let's give it up for the Great Lions Club of Long Beach. They really are a great and you know, this show is, we started with the elementary school kids. We went to the Leo's Club, and the Leo's Club is part of the Lions. So many charity events, so many people doing great things. There's no community like Long Beach. And I'm going to start with Bob Carroll. Bob, talk about the Lions Club and all the great things you're involved in, and some of the big events the Lions have coming up.
Well, the next big event we have coming up, of course, is the Lions annual pancake breakfast held in the Long Beach Medical Center cafeteria. We raise funds for the blind, and as you know, as the Leos before were speaking, I think they forgot to mention one of their #1 programs is the C program, S-E-E-E. Now what the C program is they test kindergarten children throughout the Long Beach City School District, and this year people went over to the Oceanside JCC. I'm going to let our Lion Vice President Suzanne Reishardt explain exactly what the C program is, because it's very, very instrumental in helping the children in the kindergarten to test their eyes. Suzanne?
Thank you, Bob. Actually, it's nursery school, preferably 4-year-olds, 3 and 4-year-olds. So far this year, we have visited 4 different schools that have 4-year-olds, and the Leos have been a tremendous help with this. They were trained how to use a special camera. The camera takes a picture of each child's eyes. The camera then has a printer attached to it. It prints out a little report. That report is attached to a consent form that the parents have signed and sent up to the Ross Eye Institute in Rochester. They analyze the statistics on these papers, send reports back to the school in envelopes for the parents, saying whether the child passed or failed the test. If the child failed the test, it's a screening. It's not really a test, it's a screening. If they did not pass the screening, then they recommend parents take the child to an ophthalmologist. And I know so far about 10 or 12 students who have been referred to ophthalmologists, and I know of 4 who have come back with glasses. So their primary, what they're looking for is amblyopia, which is it's not caught at a very young age, preferably around 3 or 4 years old. It could lead to blindness in the one eye, and eventually the other eye too, because it's working so hard, would also go blind. So the The Leos have been a tremendous help with this. They're great with the camera.
Let's give it up for the Leos again.
Okay, one of the big projects also for the Lions is that we've sponsored 20 guide dogs so far. 20 guide dogs. Guide dogs cost $6,000 a piece. So we're doing a great job. You probably see a few fellas in Long Beach who are members of the Lions Club walking around with guide dogs. And it's a great project that we have. And we raise the money through all the projects that we have going throughout the city. Thanksgiving drive, we donated 300 baskets, 300 Thanksgiving baskets throughout the community in the city of Long Beach. We have a big program going to start in August, and I'm going to let one of our vice presidents, Larry Elovich, explain what it's all about.
Where is
the golf club?
Elovich.
No, the other guy, Benowitz. I got you mixed up because you just got that big position. There you go.
Thank you, Bob. I just met him about 20 minutes ago, so he's a little, not sure. Anyway, as Bob was saying, we have the 86th Anniversary Awards Dinner and Golf Classic coming up on August 13th, North Hempstead Country Club. This year we're honoring Mike Francesa from WFAN and the Yes Network. And we're raising money for the Guide Dog Foundation, which we've done in the past, and also for Mike's charity, which is Champions of the Heart at St. Francis the Heart Center. Brochures are available. You're also going to look at our website online for information about the event. We're having a journal for anybody who's looking to get their information out about their business. We're raising funds also from different corporates around who are willing to give us things from baseball tickets to footballs from the Jets and the Giants as they did last year, to numerous other things that we can auction off, so we're able to raise the type of money that we need in order to not only take care of the 2 charities that we honor, but last year we gave money to at least a dozen other charities, from the church's food bank to the soup kitchen, to the soup kitchen down on Pine, to Making Headway, to Arthritis Foundation, to Diabetes Foundation, etc. So you can see we do a lot, and it's just not on that one day. We're busy all year long raising money for various different projects, and we just hope that the community here will share with us.
I got one question for you, Larry. Did Rachel get her incredible voice from you?
Actually, it's from one of my great-grandfathers who was a cantor.
So you're not taking credit for that brilliant voice?
No, not at all.
Did you guys mention the coats? The coat drive?
Yeah. The coat drive is finished as of March.
I love the coat drive. Every year, they at Laurel Cleaners, they donate coats to the needy. And one of my favorite stories here in Long Beach was I met this gentleman. He told me that he donated a coat to Laurel Cleaners. About a month later, he was at a soup kitchen and saw somebody wearing his coat. So it's a great story. It happens only here in Long Beach. All right, let's give it up for the Lions Club. They're awesome. Does everyone here in Long Beach know Farmers Market? What a great place it is. Let's bring up Bernadette Peters from Farmers Market. Bernadette, first of all, you got a very prestigious Trailblazer Award. Let's talk about the award you just got, because that was really shows the great work that you've put in over the years.
So basically I got a phone call from legislator Denise Ford, and she asked me if it would be okay to honor me in front of the county legislature for my efforts to bring local food to the Long Beach community. So it's pretty amazing. Denise Ford is an amazing woman herself, so I thought it was a very good honor.
Well deserved. And talk about what you're passionate about at the at your market and the health aspect of green and healthy foods that you're all about.
Yeah. So we're about green and healthy food, but we're mostly about local food, and we're really about preserving farmland and keeping keeping farming a viable occupation for people who want who want to stay on the farm and keep open space. I'm also very passionate about working with kids, and I don't know if you guys know, but we have a program over at the Nike Alternative High School, and I work with a few kids, and we are growing food this year. We've been at it for a few years now, but actually this year, I think we're actually going to have a good amount of volume that we'll be selling with the kids at the Saturday market. So in addition to that, we're working with the Soup Kitchen on Pine Street, the Food and Friendship Inn, where we'll be growing and donating directly to kitchens.
Bernadette, why don't we get your the address, farmers market, and your website?
Okay. So the website is ligreenmarket.org, and the farmers market opens this season on May 2nd. Will be the first Wednesday that we're open, and we're also teaming up with Art in the Plaza this year. So Art in the Plaza will be at the Saturday market, and they're going to open, I think, Memorial Day weekend. So it should be a lot of fun.
All right, Bernadette, again, congratulations on your very prestigious award and all the great work that you've done over the years here in Long Beach.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, let's give it up. Does everybody here love movies?
Yeah.
Let's get some of the kids involved. What's your favorite movie? What's your favorite movie? We'll come back. Come on, somebody raise your hand if you have a favorite movie. All right, let's go around the room. Let's find out what your favorite movie is. Your favorite movie is? Good movie, Rocco? Yeah. All right, who else has a favorite movie? All right, what's your favorite movie? All right, come back. What's your favorite movie? All right, we'll come back. Anyone else, favorite movie? Raise your hand. Hunger Games. Hunger Games! Anyone else? Raise your hand. Favorite movie?
Titanic. Titanic.
Titanic. Favorite movie? No? Anyone else? All right, here we go. Favorite movie? Favorite movie? All right, favorite movie? All right. All right, what is reward is? Favorite movie? Field of Dreams. All right, wait. We're back again. Favorite movie? Favorite movie? Grease. Favorite movie?
Here.
All right, favorite movie. Let's go again. All right, we're having fun with this. Favorite movie? Titanic. All right. And now let's give it up for our one and only movie critic, Rocco Pasafume.
The movie I chose to review this week is American Reunion. It's the sequel to the 3 theatrical American Pie movies, and there are 8 of them in total. It was directed by John Hurwitz and Hayden Schlossberg, and it stars Jason Biggs, Allison Hannigan, and Sean William Scott. The film takes place 13 years after the events of the original American Pie, and the class of 1999 returns to East Great Falls for their reunion. When we last left, the previously unlucky and lost Jim Levinstein, played by Biggs, he had married Michelle Flaherty, played by Hannigan, who was then a nerdy member of band camp. But now Jim has a 2-year-old son and struggles to keep the passion in their marriage alive while facing hilarious problems during his return to East Falls. One is a now teenage former babysitting charge, and the other is his old friends who now struggle in various ways with becoming adults, particularly the eternal adolescent Stifler, played by Sean William Scott. The returning cast is amazing in this film and still have great chemistry together, including Biggs with Eugene Levy, who plays Jim's father, creating a nostalgic feeling for anybody who grew up loving the original American Pie films. The only problem with the movie is that it resorts too much to the sophomoric gross-out humor of the original films, and when you have a cast of 30-year-olds doing that, it does look kind of strained and awkward at times. And I can't even specify what some of the stuff that goes on in this movie, because frankly it'd be too hot for terrestrial radio, especially with all these impressionable children here. But all in all, American Reunion still retains what makes the Pie films a cut above all other adult comedies, which is its heart and its sincerity. And I definitely recommend anybody who loves the original American Pie films should go see this. So I give American Reunion 3 out of 5 stars.
All right. Excellent, that was great. We just were joined, top real estate agents in Long Beach, David and Sandy Kazzer from the Tripodi Real Estate Group. David, welcome back.
Thank you very, very much. It's good to be back. It's been a while. Took some time off.
which I guess is unfortunate for the show and for all these great guests. This is actually the biggest show I think I've ever seen. It's unbelievable. But it's good for us because the market has absolutely been incredible. I really feel extremely confident that this market has taken a turn. Whether or not I'm right, we'll see, but this market is definitely on fire. The rental market, the sales market is just incredible. Long Beach is an unbelievable place to be. It's a great place to buy, a great place to live, and anybody who comes down here for this great season that is just upon us is going to find that out. So, back to you, Howie.
Great. Yeah, Long Beach is the best, and can we bring up the Waterfront Warriors? We love the Waterfront Warriors! Robin Lynch, Randy Farrell, you know, they do so many great things here in the Long Beach community, and we love the relationship we have with the Waterfront Warriors. Robin, first of all, I know there's a big event coming up at Lola's. Let's talk about that big event. But first of all, before we get into the event, talk about how the Waterfront Warriors were started and what the Waterfront Warriors are all about here at Long Beach.
Well, first of all, Howie, thank you for allowing us to come on the show, especially in the midst of these wonderful children, the great things that they do. The Waterfront Warriors were started in 2009. A small group of us got together, bounced around ideas of helping our wounded veterans, bringing them in for a vacation, and it grew from there. First year we had about 15 wounded service members and their families, and last year we had 37 plus their families.
Randy, talk about how important the fundraisers are at Lola's and raising all the money at Lola's, what it does especially for our soldiers overseas. Patty, I'm sorry, my bad.
Okay.
Patty, my bad. I can't read my own handwriting.
I like who's Randy. All the fundraisers that we do during the year, it's not just a one-time event, it's fundraisers that we do throughout the year, allow us to get these soldiers to come up and their families to spend the week during the summer, and affords us and the community of Long Beach to give back to the soldiers for all what they have sacrificed over
Robin, so much great work is done, and parades and the charity and stuff like that. But it's really the people involved in the Waterfront Warriors. It's really a year-round dedication to make it work.
Yes, that's absolutely right, Howie. And there's none of us in the group. We have a core group, we have a large group, but we thank every single person in the community that has helped out. It's not about us, the two of us. It's not about the board. It's not about the executive committee. It's about every person that from the person that donated thousands of dollars to the person that just came out and clapped along the parade line. That's really what they look forward to the most.
And I advise, people who come to Lola's, buy the shirts, buy the sweatshirts. Let's talk about that. That everyone that buys a shirt, a sweatshirt, that's all going for a great cause.
It's 100% going for a great cause. It's our way of giving back, like we said. But it's also a time for the community to come out and to meet these men and women, the soldiers that come up, the Marines and the Army guys that come up. And just to actually form a relationship with them. As you said, it's not a one-time event, it's kind of a year-round event, and it's a lasting relationship and bond with them.
Robin, to me, the Waterfront Warriors is what Long Beach is all about. We're on the beach, the ocean, people are passionate about music, about surfing, about beach volleyball, and the Waterfront Warriors, and a lot of your events are on the beach. It's about charity, it's about people giving to help out, people that really need it. Talk about the fact that your organization really typifies the spirit and what Long Beach is all about.
The best thing that we hear from our soldiers when they come in to visit is the people of Long Beach, the spirit of Long Beach, sitting on the beach, people just coming over to say hello. They think our community is great, and they're absolutely right. Walking down the street, driving through town, people applauding them. They're not here for that. They're here to have a good time and just relax on the beach, but they are just in awe of the community and the people of Long Beach. Letters, they stay in touch with people from Long Beach. They become friends on Facebook. They stay in constant contact, and they're happy with the friendships that they were able to get from coming to Long Beach, not just from committee members, but people that they just meet and come to visit or come up for when we do our holiday wrapping. And again, they form these lasting relationships with the people of Long Beach.
That's awesome. Let's give it up for the Waterfront Warriors.
Our next fundraiser is our 4th annual fundraiser at Lola's. It's Monday, May 7th from 6 to 9. It's $50. That's open bar and hors d'oeuvres, entertainment, and also Sudents is donating a surfboard. I just have to actually give you the name for all you surfers out there. It's a WRV shortboard New York model, and the raffle is $25, and you win the shortboard plus a week of surf lessons from Sudents.
That's awesome. Let's give it up for the Waterfront Warriors. Who here would love to hear Jackie sing again? Who here would love to hear Rachel sing again? All right, they're going to sing later in the show, but we also have Steve Vaccaro, who's a counselor here in town. He's going to have a fun segment, and he's going to get the 3rd graders involved and the Long Beach Leos involved. It's a great program about positive, believing in yourself. So, are you 3rd graders ready for Steve? Are you Leos ready for Steve? All right, we're going to take a break. Coming to you live from the Avenue Cafe, I am Halftime Howie. This is Long Island's first and oldest radio station, 1240 AM, WGBB.